This is Akashvani. Now we bring you a special program on Operation Sindoor, India's decisive response to terrorism. The participants are Anil Vadva, former ambassador, and Lieutenant General Raj Shukla, defense analyst. Moderator is Anubha Rohatgi.
Welcome once again to all our listeners who are tuned into Akashvani on this special program, Operation Sindoor, India's decisive response to terrorism. I'm joined by two very eminent guests today. With me is Lieutenant General Raj Shukla and former Ambassador Anil Vadva. A very warm welcome to both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Lieutenant General Shukla, my first question is to you. Earlier today in the evening, there was a press conference that was addressed by the Director Generals of the Army, Air Force and Navy, where they gave out details of Operation Sindoor, the last 3 days or 4 days, what has happened, what were the targets that were selected, what were the various aspects of this particular operation were discussed in that, and the details were discussed in this particular press conference. Your first opinion or your first reaction to this, how successful has Operation Sindoor been?
देखिए अनुभा जी, ये हमारे लिए उल्लेखनीय दिन है, एक विशाल विजय है। सशस्त्र सेनाओं का जो पराक्रम और शौर्य है, उसके नजरिए से भारत और भारतीयता के दृष्टिकोण से it's a seminal moment in the evolution of our statecraft. And I'll tell you why. Just take your minds back to the days of the Parliament attack and 26/11. So a very prominent commentator, Arun Shore, expressed the frustration of the nation, जो एक निराशा थी, हताश भावना थी. He said, I wish we could not an eye for an eye, not a tooth for a tooth, for one eye both the eyes, for a tooth the whole jaw. Okay. लेकिन यथार्थ क्या था? See, I just want to tell you. Another leading political figure, उसने उल्लास किया. He mocked the armed forces and said कि ऐसा है जो हमारे जहाज है ना, वो ग्वालियर से उड़ते हैं और अमृतसर में लैंड कर जाते हैं. We never cross. Professional advice from Mr. KPS Gill was that the war on terror will not be won by chasing terrorists alone. It will be won by overwhelming the adversary. ऑपरेशन सिंदूर ने ये जो विवेक था, ये जो भावनाएं थी, उनको यथार्थ में तब्दील किया है. इट्स अ कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव विक्ट्री. एंड कैन आई जस्ट ऐड 2 थिंग्स मोर. जो हम ना एस्केलेटरी लैडर है ना, जिस तरह से हमने ये पूरी सैन्य कार्यवाही की प्लानिंग की, इट वाज एस्ट्यूट, इट वाज ब्रिलियंट. सी व्हाट डिड वी डू. वी सेड, देखिए साहब, ये जो we will first hit your terror ecosystem. जी. पर टेरर इकोसिस्टम में हम हमेशा बालाकोट, मुजफ्फराबाद, बट टेरर इकोसिस्टम का स्रोत क्या था? पंजाब. बिल्कुल. इस बार हमने मारा है मुरीद के, बहावलपुर, रावलपिंडी, रायविंड. आई वॉज अ कोर कमांडर इन भटिंडा. मेरे बरखिलाफ बहावलपुर था. बहावलपुर का ये जो मरकज था, इट वॉज अ ट्रेनिंग एकेडमी. फायरिंग रेंज, माइन रेंज, ऑब्स्टिकल कोर्स. हमको ये हमेशा मतलब एक बड़ी निराशा होती थी कि हमको कभी छूट नहीं मिलती थी उसको मारने की. सो दिस इज अ मोमेंट ऑफ इंडियन स्टेट क्राफ्ट कमिंग ऑफ एज. टेरर इकोसिस्टम. दूसरी बात, फिर हमने कहा, देखिए, सिर्फ टेरर इकोसिस्टम कर रहे हैं, बिल्कुल, डोंट एस्केलेट. लड़ाई का दायरा और इसकी गति शक्ति बढ़ाए ना आप, बिल्कुल. बट अकल नहीं है आसिम मुनीर की, तो he launched an attack. Now what happened? आप देखिए, look at our AD wall, S-400, आकाश तीर, MR SAMs, Spider. अच्छा, इनके पास जहाज थे साहब J-17. हमको बताया गया था चीन के सबसे लीडिंग एयरक्राफ्ट. J-10, HQ-9 पस्त हो गए. So we have not only destroyed Pakistan's military prowess, we have sent a signal to China. Right. So how is it not a victory? And finally, look, what did our Air Force do? This is the time to applaud the Air Force, the Chief of Air Staff, the Chief of Defense Staff. हमने अपने जो हमारे वॉर गेम होते थे ना, एक्सरसाइजेस, हमने बस वहीं देखा है एयर बेसिस को मारते हुए. यथार्थ में तो कभी कर नहीं पाए. दिस टाइम 90 मिनट में 11 बेसिस, जिसे कहते हैं मिलिट्री सिटाडेल. नूर खां, पसरूर, रफीकी, सरगोदा, जहां उनकी न्यूक्लियर मिसाइल टेक्नोलॉजी है, शक्लाला, इस्लामाबाद,
रहीम यार खान।
रहीम यार खान। अच्छा, क्या मारा हमने? एयरक्राफ्ट शेल्टर्स, ड्रोन लॉन्च पैड्स, रडार सिस्टम्स।
बिल्कुल।
जब पस्त हो गया चीन तो उनके डीजीएमओ साहब आए, उन्होंने फोन घुमाया हमारे डीजीएमओ के लिए. आई मीन, ही डिडंट से दैट फॉरगिव अस, बट ही सेड वी डोंट विश टू फाइट. तो इट्स अ कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव विक्ट्री. मैं तो कहता हूं इट इज ऑलमोस्ट लाइक अ 1971 मोमेंट. We have outmaneuvered the Pak military, outmatched them in politico-military metrics, strategic military dynamics, तकनीकी दृष्टिकोण से, combat prowess. So it is a great moment for India. It's a celebration of our power and our purpose.
Ambassador Vadbhai, I want to bring in you here. We just heard, Lieutenant General Raj Shukla said that it's a comprehensive victory. Of course, militarily, it's a comprehensive victory for India, for Indian Armed Forces. How do you see this Operation Sindoor diplomatically? What was happening, along with the Operation Sindoor? The way India was able to put forward its position, the way India was able to put forward its stance, and kind of counter every time there was a misinformation coming out from Pakistan. How do you view that?
So I think the information narrative of India has been very, very well planned this time. And starting from the narrative which India started with its focus on avenging what happened with the Pahalgam terrorist attack onwards, and the way the focus has been on targets which are terrorist infested, starting on the first night, and thereafter retaliation for any action that Pakistan took, matching those actions. That narrative has always been consistently maintained to the outside world. Secondly, the briefings that have been held at the level of the Army, Navy and Air Force and the Foreign Secretary have all focused upon the fact that India's narrative stays that it is focused on terror, that it is not there to hit any other targets unless Indian targets are hit, and then action will be taken commensurately by India to retaliate against that action. So that narrative has gone down quite well. In the United Nations, once again, in the UN Security Council closed meeting which was held at the behest of Pakistan, there were no takers for Pakistan's narrative that India was the one which had actually carried out a false flag operation Pahalgam, that there was no proof of Pakistan having carried out this particular activity. And everyone asked Pakistan, barring two countries, which we know who they are, barring two countries, everyone asked Pakistan to sever their links with terrorism and also give up this path of terrorism, and to make sure that they live in good neighborly, way with their neighbor India. And that itself then finished off their campaign in the United Nations. Later on, our diplomats, including our High Commissioner to London, our ambassador in the United States, they've all gone on air and also articulate very well India's stand, which has been that India has always focused on the limited objective of eliminating the terrorist camps. It has actually not focused on harming the people of Pakistan. It has also highlighted the fact that how civilian aircraft were used as shields while Pakistan was using drones and shooting them into Indian territory at various targets. And at the same time, we have maintained a very balanced and objective view of what we have in mind.
Right. और जैसा कि हम अपने लिसनर्स को बता चुके हैं कि आज शाम को अब से कुछ घंटे पहले एक प्रेस ब्रीफिंग हुई थी जिसमें तीनों सेनाओं के जो भारत आर्म्ड फोर्सेस की जो तीनों सर्विसेज हैं उनके डायरेक्टर जनरल्स ने उसको एड्रेस किया था. तो चलिए सुनते हैं कि लेफ्टिनेंट जनरल राजीव घई ने इस दौरान इस प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में ऑपरेशन सिंदूर के बारे में क्या बताया.
Operation Sindoor was conceptualized with a clear military aim to punish the perpetrators and planners of terror and to destroy their terror infrastructure. What I do not state here, of course, is the often stated determination of India and its intolerance to terror.
Right. सो लेफ्टिनेंट जनरल शुक्ला, मैं आपसे जानना चाहूंगी कि जैसे भी हमने सुना राजीव घई जी को भी, और एक पूरे ऑपरेशन सिंदूर से एक जो पूरा इट हैज सेंट आउट अ वेरी लाउड एंड क्लियर मैसेज कि भारत को पता है कि टेररिस्ट कहाँ छुपे हैं, हमारी आर्म्ड फोर्सेस सशक्त हैं कि वो अपनी मर्जी से अपने समय पर चुनकर वो स्ट्राइक कर सकती हैं, और जो पाकिस्तान का जो इसमें पूरा रोल है, जो उनके जो समर्थन से जो वहाँ पर टेरर नेटवर्क्स जो पनप रहे हैं, हम उनके किसी भी मंसूबे को बहुत अपनी मर्जी से अपने शर्तों पर हम उनको खत्म कर सकते हैं।
देखिए अनुबा जी, बहुत साल पहले आचार्य चाणक्य ने कहा था
जी
कि अगर अपने शास्त्र को भूलोगे तो अपनी संस्कृति खो दोगे, शस्त्र का त्याग करोगे तो राष्ट्र ही खो दोगे। What was he saying? That we must sensibly calibrate the instrument of force in our strategic calculus.
Right.
I think we have rediscovered the utility of force. जो सैन्य शक्ति है उसका प्रबल but calibrated, जैसे एम्बेसडर साहब ने कहा, restrained use. And see what it was done. I'll show you. I would like to compare our sophistication and their, shall I say, blunt instrument.
All right.
आप देखिए हमारी politico-military synergy. We saw the Prime Minister, the Raksha Mantri, the CDS in confabulation, planning, the National Security Advisor. Constantly, it was not nirdesh. It was back and forth. Mature democracy.
In fact, एक बार तो कुछ दिन पहले हमारे प्रधानमंत्री ने जो वेटरन्स हैं आर्म्ड फोर्सेस के, उनके साथ भी मिलकर बैठक की है।
मैं था उसमें
जी।
और मैं आपको ये बताऊं, यानी उसको छोड़ते हैं, कंट्रास्ट इट विद मुनीर साहब आपको कहीं नजर आए?
बिल्कुल।
किस बिल में छुपे हुए हैं? वन शुड नॉट से इट। एंड शहबाज शरीफ emerges to pay some tribute to him. It's a reflection on the two systems. See here, प्रजातंत्र में a military which is sophisticated but subject to political control. उनका उल्टा है।
जी बिल्कुल।
Blunt instrument which bucks political control. And look at the consequences. How the forces were orchestrated. देखिए अभी जो हमारा निर्णायक क्षेत्र है, the flank of decision, the maritime domain has not even been used.
Exactly.
And Pakistan knows it, what's waiting for it. Battle space, data sensor fusions, satellites, ISR platforms, drones. It was brilliant. I'm telling you honestly, from a brilliant military point of view, pretty brilliant. Right. It is not easy to do these kind of issues. Hit 24 points across 9 locations with brilliant collaboration. उनके देखिए, उनके आप हम narrative की बात कर रहे थे. See, what did we do before that? पाकिस्तान ने क्या किया? ISI ने सेट कि भाई तीनों युद्ध तो हम हार गए हैं भारत के साथ, तो अब क्या करते हैं? लो इंटेंसिटी कॉन्फ्लिक्ट, क्योंकि हमने अमेरिका को अफगानिस्तान में हरा दिया। एंड फॉर अ व्हाइल इट वर्कड। दे सेड देखिए, न्यूक्लियर कवर की आड़ में we will go on a terror rampage. What kind of rationale is this? We have called their schoolboy bluff on nuclear weapons. We said if you choose terror, you face our conventional might. We know what our red lines are. तो ये हमारा mature, calibrated, sophisticated, जटिल, और उनका देख लीजिए, their leading minds. नजम सेठी said it was a false flag operation. मतलब हमने अपने बंदों को मारा है।
जी।
What is intellect in Pakistan? Their leading minds. I mean, can this be any narrative? DG ISPR साहब ने कहा, लेफ्टिनेंट जनरल 3 स्टार कहते हैं साहब हमने अपनी मिसाइल ली आदमपुर से और अमृतसर में अपने लोगों को मारा. He is on camera saying that. I'm aghast. ये मंद बुद्धि. And that is exactly the point. पाकिस्तान जो आज है, it is in the hand of strategically obtuse, low cunning वाले लोग हैं ISI Pak Army, and they have paid the price. And we have demonstrated, देखिए, from conflict initiation to conflict termination,
yes,
I hope it is, we have retained escalatory dominance. जो युद्ध का दायरा है, उसकी गति शक्ति है, हमारे हाथ में चक्रव्यूह है.
We are the ones who have actually decided the narrative, how it's going to happen, when it's going to happen, of course.
And may I just add one more thing? I'm reminded 1971, Indira Gandhi said, when we created Bangladesh, she said we have buried the two-nation theory in the Bay of Bengal. I'm 16 अप्रैल को उन्होंने तकरीर की थी टू नेशन. आई एम इंक्लाइंड टू से दिस टाइम वी हैव बरीड द टू नेशन थियरी इन द अरेबियन सी.
राइट. एम्बेसडर वाधवा, अब मैं आपसे ये पूछना चाहूंगी कि हम बात कर रहे हैं ऑपरेशन सिंदूर की. ऑफ कोर्स दैट इज that is an action taken by the Indian Armed Forces. But पहलगाम अटैक के बाद भारत ने कई और भी ऐसे निर्णय लिए थे इस पूरे ऑपरेशन सिंदूर को लॉन्च करने से पहले, जिनमें इंडस वाटर्स ट्रीटी को अबेंस में रखा हमने जो पाकिस्तान के नेशनल्स हैं उनको जो साक के अंडर वीजा एग्जेम्पशन मिलता है हमने वो खत्म किया, हमने अपनी अटारी पोस्ट को क्लोज किया. ऑपरेशन ये जो पर्टिकुलर अग्रीमेंट है, सीज फायर कहिए या जो भी आप इसको कहना चाहेंगे, कि कल शाम को जो एक हमारा अग्रीमेंट हुआ है हॉस्टिलिटीज फायरिंग को बंद करने का, उसके बावजूद भारत ने अभी तक ये जो बाकी स्टेप्स लिए गए थे इनको अभी वापस नहीं लिया है. ये स्टेप्स अभी तक कारगर, अभी तक कायम है. इसको आप कैसे देखते हैं? डू यू सी दिस दैट व्हाट इज द स्ट्रेटेजिक एंड डिप्लोमेटिक सिग्निफिकेंस ऑफ द कंटिन्यूएशन ऑफ दीज स्टेप्स? इनको आप कैसे देखते हैं?
देखिए, ये स्टेप्स बहुत ज़रूरी हैं क्योंकि आगे चलकर इस बात की कोई गारंटी नहीं है कि पाकिस्तान अपने आप को इसी दायरे में रखेगा. और अभी स्टॉपेज ऑफ फायरिंग है, मिलिट्री हॉस्टिलिटीज़ है. आगे चलकर अगले कुछ दिनों में ये पता लग जाएगा कि पाकिस्तान का रवैया किस तरह का है.
जी.
अभी जब हम बात कर रहे हैं इस इंटरव्यू पर, बाड़मेर के डीएम ने अभी ट्वीट किया है कि वहाँ पर ड्रोन एक्टिविटी देखी गई है. तो मुझे लगता है कि इस तरह की गतिविधियाँ पाकिस्तान के द्वारा ये जारी रहेंगी. और इनको चेक में रखने के लिए बहुत ज़रूरी है कि जो दूसरे स्टेप्स भारत ने लिए हैं उनको जहाँ तक हो सके उनको रखा जाए, रिस्ट्रिक्शंस रखी जाएं, जो सैंक्शन लगाई हैं उनके ऊपर अमल किया जाए, ताकि पाकिस्तान इस तरह की हरकत आगे से ना करे. हमें यह भी देखना है कि आगे चलकर किसी और तरह का टेररिस्ट अटैक भारत की सरजमीन पर ना हो, और उसके लिए वही बहुत बड़े कदम उठाने पड़ेंगे. लेकिन जो इंडस वाटर ट्रीटी है वो एक इंस्ट्रूमेंट है. इसको अबेंस में रख करके भारत ने बहुत बड़ा कदम लिया है. पाकिस्तान के ऊपर इसका काफी दबाव पड़ेगा. आगे चलकर खरीफ की जो क्रॉप है पाकिस्तान में, उसके ऊपर इसका बहुत बड़ा इफेक्ट होगा. और इसी से पाकिस्तान का बिहेवियर जिस दायरे में भारत रखना चाहता है वो इंश्योर होगा. इसी तरह से जो कमर्शियल स्टेप्स हमने लिए हैं ट्रेड के ऊपर और फिर एयर स्पेस के ऊपर, उससे भी पाकिस्तान को काफ़ी नुकसान होगा. और इंपोर्ट्स जो पाकिस्तान के हैं भारतीय गुड्स के, वो भी हम कोशिश करेंगे कि जितना हो सके पाकिस्तान में ना जाएं. और उसके ऊपर इकोनॉमी पे, पाकिस्तान की इकोनॉमी पे भी फर्क पड़ेगा. अगर हम देखते हैं कि इससे पाकिस्तान का रवैया ठीक होता है तो आगे चलकर ये स्टेप्स, इनके ऊपर दूसरी तरह का निर्णय लिया जा सकता है, उनको रिव्यू किया जा सकता है. लेकिन अभी बहुत जल्दी है. मुझे लगता है कि कुछ दिन ये इफेक्ट पर रहेंगे. और अभी ना तो कोई और बात होगी, क्योंकि वो ये भी स्पष्ट कर दिया है भारतीय ऑफिशियल ने कि किसी और मुद्दे पर बातचीत नहीं होगी जब तक टेरर का इशू सॉल्व ना किया जा सके.
जी. And before we move forward in this discussion, now let us listen to, as Lieutenant General Raj Shukla was talking about Indian Navy's capability. So let's listen to what DGMO Vice Admiral A.N. Pramod said about Indian naval capability during this press conference.
I will make few sentences and leave it for your imagination. First of all, as I mentioned, we have quantitative and qualitative edge to deliver a massive blow to our adversary. And we completely dominate in the maritime front. Indian Navy's action is part of the escalation ladder mechanism which we have worked out amongst three services. This time, if Pakistan dare take any action, and Pakistan knows it, what we are going to do.
So, Lieutenant General Shukla, I want to ask you, we just heard the Naval DGMO talking about this. Today's, of course, press conference was, addressed by the DGMOs of all the three services. So we are looking, if you look at Operation Sindoor, from the day it was launched to now, it's been, very clear indication of the synergy, the way we see the synergy between the three armed forces, and how significant it is for a country like India when it's taking on a neighbor like Pakistan, which is, time and again, it goes back on its words and, it's supporting a terror network.
So you see, This time, if you noticed, this is the first military crisis, escalation, whatever you call it, where we have the Chief of Defence Staff in place.
Yes.
Now, I have seen many conflicts in the past. The biggest problem was tri-service coordination. You would have services for weeks developing in-service options and very difficult to coordinate. This time, because we have a Chief of Defence Staff in place, we had integrated options.
Yes.
Look at what we did along the LAC, the maritime posturing, what we did in the air defence. I mean, this is remarkable. A nation as powerful as USA, when it launched its operation, to rescue hostages in Iran, they had landed up in a situation where the helicopters crashed into the
Persian Gulf.
the Air Force planes. I mean, so you have to be a military man to appreciate this clockwork precision. It was wonderful. But if we have theatre commands which are on the anvil,
Yes.
our lethality and our mission readiness will be taken to a new high. If I may just add two things.
Sure.
This is what we should consider. As India's neighborhood gets more difficult, and it is, there is China, there is a lot of people around us who are not very happy with us. And as we enter the big league of bigger power competition, we'll have to step up our game in national security. It'll need to be long-term, sophisticated. And dare I say, as our foreign policy becomes muscular, our instrument of force must be in the highest state of readiness. So that is a challenge for the past. They also say that you must be magnanimous in victory. So I would tell my counterparts in the Pakistani military that yes, you fought hard, you bled badly, sadly you lost for the fourth time.
Right. So, Ambassador Wadhwa, I want to ask you, like we were just talking about the diplomatic avenue, the China comes up. China is an all-weather ally of Pakistan. And moving forward diplomatically, how do you think India should be engaging with China so far as, taking on Pakistan is concerned, so that, we can somehow get Pakistan to, move back on its support to terror? How can India engage with China to take on Pakistan?
So, taking off from where General Shukla, what he was saying about developing an intrinsic strength, I think it's most important that to deal with a tough neighborhood, India must develop a muscular approach to developing a force of its own. And countries like China will respect you more only if you have your own intrinsic strength.
Right.
We saw that after Galwan, for instance, the breakthrough which has happened in terms of resumption of talks and then a limited amount of movement that we've seen on the borders with China has happened only because India stood its ground and was able to project some amount of strength to match the Chinese posture. So I think that will need to continue. India enjoys some other advantages which we all know about but very few talk about. One is that for the Chinese, India is a very important market. And in the current circumstances in geopolitics, when China is engaged in a conflict on trade and investment issues with the United States,
right.
China is looking for other countries with whom it can do more trade, it can invest more, and therefore keep its economy going. But that's the backbone of the Chinese system. If it collapses, then internally the Chinese Communist Party becomes weak. And India is seen as an important country in that respect. Yet at the same time, China would not like India to develop as a competitor to China, and therefore it is looking for partnerships, and it has found a willing partner in Pakistan and is using Pakistan therefore for that purpose. So we already know that this is the situation, but we have to make sure that we keep talking to the Chinese on a diplomatic plane like we are doing right now,
right.
Engaging them and making sure that we make them aware that this is something that India dislikes and will not tolerate going forward. Also, the fact that if the Pakistan economy becomes a drag on the Chinese, by itself it will lead to contradictions in that relationship. And somehow that situation has not arisen so far, but I can see that in future we might have that situation. It's another fact that as far as the Indian Ocean is concerned, going forward, we will be competitors with China, which I can foresee even today. So that amount of competition will continue, but there are some other areas where we can cooperate, like in trade and investment. And I think that should be a dual policy going forward as far as the Chinese are concerned. The fact is that we have to make sure that we deal with China, Pakistan, or for that matter, any other
Right.
neighbor of ours on its own merit. And it has to be a comprehensive policy in that regard.
Right. So now let's listen to what DGMO Air Force Air Marshal A.K. Bharti said in this press conference regarding Air Force capability and India's precision attack.
We have the capability to target every system at these bases and more. However, it was only a measured response to instill good wisdom to our adversary to refrain from further escalation. IF response was directed only at military installations, avoiding civilian and collateral damage.
Right. General Shukla, I want to ask because we just heard him, we just heard Air Marshal Bharti talking about Air Force capability. But overall, if you look at, the Operation Sindoor, the way we've used, you mentioned, the weapon systems that we used, the drones that were used by us. And today, the government, the present dispensation has been putting a lot of focus on indigenization of defense equipment, on India becoming self-sufficient, enough to produce its own, the requirements of its own armed forces, to produce its own weapons and weapon systems. In fact, even today, Defense Minister Rajnath Singh virtually inaugurated the BrahMos Aerospace Integration and Testing Facility in Lucknow. So when something like this happens, it becomes, again, it puts a focus on the way forward is actually for India to become self-reliant in defense production and to, be sure that we don't depend on so much on other countries to meet our own defense needs.
So absolutely. I think this government has initiated a very comprehensive national security makeover. And I characterize it as the boldest, most transformational since independence.
All right.
And what does that mean? Creation of the CDS-DMA.
Yes.
It is more powerful than America's Barry Goldwater Nichols. Atmanirbharta in defense.
Yes.
For the first time, we are getting private sector and startups. So BrahMos is a wonderful cruise missile. It needs to be applauded. It is uninterceptable. It has caused havoc. It's the one which has gone and hit its AVAC system here in this during Op Sindoor. But we should equally be proud of the Sky Striker, a Bangalore startup which gave us those drones which were used with dramatic effect.
Right.
Lahore, Sialkot, this, that. You will be happy to know, Anubha, there are Indian startups. There's an Indian startup who's got an order from US Space Command. This is the talent we have. We have to leverage it in defense. So Atmanirbharta in defense is to make sure that for future conflicts our supply chains are, independent of any external coercion. One point I would like to make, next time we have this briefing, we shouldn't have an air voice for the air, Navy or Army separately. We should have a joint voice. We should become a joint force. A point I would like to make about our diplomats. You see, strategic policy is a consequence of force and diplomacy. Both the levers have to
Absolutely
be congruent. I think the Foreign Secretary, Mr. Misri's briefings were outstanding. They were articulate. They were very measured. We had some great cooperation between the military and the diplomats. You see the wisdom of the ambassador who's on the line with me. So military diplomatic convergence has to grow. And in the context of China, I would just say this, that the military component of the power differential with China is $450 billion. So Operation Sindoor is a very good beginning, but in this road to Amrit Kal, there are going to be more national security challenges. And between India and Pakistan, for the first time in history, you have the world's number 1 and number 3 economies growing in close proximity. No Himalayas, they've been breached by technology. No Tibet. The only way to keep it peaceful is two. One, by skillful diplomacy, as Ambassador Wadhwa was saying, and two, by investing in deterrence. Now, this is the time to see, should we step up our defense expenditure? People say deterrence is costly. I say wars are costlier. So this is a time for celebration, but also introspection, because India is on this path to becoming a Viksit Bharat, a great nation, but the path is going to be lined with many national security challenges. We have done wonderfully well here, but we have to step up our game.
Right.
May I also just one add?
Please.
I was, reminded of Swami Vivekanand.
Ji.
Ambassador Vadhav was talking of a tough neighborhood.
Ji.
He said, the world is but a gymnasium where nations come to make themselves strong. तो ये जो दुनिया है, अखाड़ा है, we have to strengthen ourselves if we have to survive.
और उस खुद को एक स्ट्रेंथन करने के लिए बहुत जरूरी है कि रक्षा क्षेत्र में, डिफेंस सेक्टर में हम अपनी कैपेबिलिटीज बढ़ाएं. इनफैक्ट अब तो हम लोग
not रक्षा alone, technology,
AI,
quantum,
they go hand
diplomacy.
In hand. जी,
so we are a wise country, unlike Pakistan, which just spends on defense. No, we want comprehensive national power, जैसे ambassador साहब ने कहा, technology, diplomacy, talent. India has got great talent.
Absolutely.
So we have to tap into all these issues.
Right. मेरा अगला सवाल जनरल शुक्ला आपसे और एम्बेसडर वाधवा आप दोनों से होगा. ये जो हम कल शाम को जो 5 बजे जो सीज फायर जो अग्रीमेंट हुआ, जो हॉस्टिलिटीज को खत्म करने का या उनको विराम देने का एक अग्रीमेंट हुआ, उसके कुछ घंटे बाद ही हमने देखा कि पाकिस्तान ने ब्लेटेंटली आकर फिर से उस सीज फायर को वायलेट करा. अगर हम पाकिस्तान की पिछली हिस्ट्री देखें, पास्ट उसका जो इतिहास देखें, तो ये पहला मौका नहीं है. हमने 1999 में भी देखा था कि फरवरी 1999 में हमारे तब के प्रधानमंत्री अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी बस लेकर गए लाहौर, और उसके बाद गर्मी में हमारे करगिल हुआ. हमने 2001 में फिर देखा कि जनरल मुशर्रफ यहाँ आए और एक पीस समिट हुई, और उसके बाद पार्लियामेंट पर अटैक हुआ. और ऐसे बहुत से ऐसे हमारे पाकिस्तान के संदर्भ में बहुत ऐसे इंसिडेंट्स हैं. और लाइक वी सेड कि कल तो ये हुआ ही कि सीज फायर के तुरंत बाद, कुछ घंटे के बाद पाकिस्तान ने ये एक वायलेट करा. तो इस सब सिनारियो में एक जो परसेप्शन उठकर आ रहा है, देयर आर वॉइसेस दैट बिलीव दैट ये जो सीज फायर का ये जो अग्रीमेंट हुआ है, इससे पाकिस्तान को ज्यादा फायदा हुआ है. भारत की एक जो एडवांटेज थी, भारत ने उसको पूरी तरह फायदा नहीं उठाया है. इट हैज नॉट टेकन द फुल एडवांटेज इट हैड मिलिटरीली, एंड इन फैक्ट दिस होल अग्रीमेंट इज मोर इन फेवर ऑफ पाकिस्तान रादर देन इन इंडिया. जनरल शुक्ला, पहले आप बताएं.
How? It is not firstly an agreement, it is just a cessation of hostilities. We have said कि भाई we've hit you enough.
जी.
Please see reason and let's not take it further. But if you wish to, we are prepared.
Yes.
There has been no let-up in preparedness along the LC, LAC, in the air domain or the maritime domain.
बिल्कुल.
Okay, you tell me, Anubha, what options does Asim Munir have? आपके J-17 का क्या हुआ, J-10 के क्या हुआ, HQ-9 का क्या? अब खुद ही आके आक्रमण कर लें आसिम मुनीर साहब, बस कुछ बचा तो है नहीं. So what options do we? What options does he? And see, I'm not trying to. This is not hubris. You please see the realities. आप यथार्थ को समझें. $4 trillion economy, $0.38 trillion, $7 billion आपके forex reserves हैं, हमारे $680 billion. The problem is that for very long Pakistan punched above its weight. India was punching below its weight. Operational Sindoor में हमने आप साबित कर दिया कि साहब, if we use our military prowess, you are no match. So there is absolutely nothing to fear. But having said that, I commanded a division in Baramulla along the LC and all. जब ये सीज फायर वगैरह होता है, उसको ठंडा होने में कुछ वक्त लगता है.
और ये बात एक्चुअली आज प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में भी कही गई कि जब, क्योंकि ये सवाल पूछा गया कि जी सीज फायर के कुछ घंटे बाद ही पाकिस्तान ने ऐसा करा, तो अब कितना विश्वास कर सकते हैं. तो तब भी ये बात कही गई थी कि देखिए, जो जब डिसीजंस होते हैं उसको कमान तक पहुंचने में टाइम लगता है, तो ये सब डिसीजंस.
और दूसरा, सीज फायर्स आर एनफोर्स्ड.
जी.
वो अगर एक मारेगा, हम 10 मारेंगे, तो वो चुप हो जाएगा अपने आप. इट टेक्स अ लिटिल व्हाइल.
वही उन्होंने कहा कि प्रैक्टिफाई होने में थोड़ा सा टाइम लगता है.
और मैं कल मजाक कर रहा था टाइम्स नाउ पे. जी. मैंने कहा अगर आप सीज फायर कर देना तो वहां सीज फायर हो जाएगा.
जी. पर हम क्योंकि पाकिस्तान की ही बात कर रहे हैं, तो मैं आज एक नेशनल डेली में आई वाज रीडिंग एन आर्टिकल इन अ नेशनल डेली व्हिच कोटेड अ रिटायर्ड वाइस मार्शल सेइंग दैट terrorism itself is a part of Pakistan's foreign policy and New Delhi needs to be careful. So, General Shukla, we can't wish away our neighbors, unfortunately. And as we're saying that Pakistan's inherent nature, we know about it. So, in some ways, taking this discussion forward and the voices that are saying that India should not have, given in at this juncture, isn't it much better to engage in, to try and engage with Pakistan at whatever level we can, so probably better sense may prevail upon it? And for now, we can, get away because, like you said, we are a growing economy. Our focus is not war. Our focus is, making India economically prosperous. And that's what the leadership is talking about. And I think that's one of the reasons.
So Pakistan is a pest. China is the threat. So why do we want to get entangled in Pakistan in a large measure? But look at the significant departures from the past. पहले क्या होता था
जी
कि पहले तो वो कुछ करते थे, मतलब जुल्म वो करते थे, शर्माए हम जाते थे. हम कैसे शर्माते थे? वो कहते थे साहब इंटेलिजेंस फेलियर, यहाँ डिबेट शुरू हो जाएगी इंटेलिजेंस फेलियर. कहेंगे न्यूक्लियर वेपन्स, हम सब डर जाएंगे. भाई इस बार हमने बोला we know what your nuclear red lines are. We'll so orchestrate the battle so as to keep it short of the red lines.
Yes.
When we hit Sargodha, we've also signaled. वहाँ उनकी न्यूक्लियर मिसाइल टेक्नोलॉजी है. अरे आई एम टेलिंग यू, वी हैव नेवर हिट पंजाब. ये जो पाकिस्तानी पंजाबी थे हैं, ये हमेशा से ऐश कर रहे हैं, दूसरों को लड़ाते हैं. इस बार ये
that is the center of power actually in Pakistan.
The center of gravity.
Yes.
We have hit their terror ecosystem. We have a calibrated instrument. It is not blunt. तो भाई और आप क्या करना चाहते हैं? I haven't understood. So this is proportionate, reasoned, calibrated. और आप घबराते क्यों? अगर जरूरत पड़ेगी तो अगले दौर में और भी कर देंगे.
जी यही बातें आज उभर कर आई भी प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में.
But let's not subtract from the celebration of today.
Right.
Tell me which other country does this apart from United States? Right. Which other country does this? That we've gone and hit Bahawalpur, we have gone and done this. It's a big moment for India. तो आप प्लीज
Let's not take away from that and the victory that the armed forces have,
फिलहाल तो आप मिठाई बांटे हैं.
जी
उसके बाद
जी. So एम्बेसडर वाधवा, जैसे हम बात कर रहे थे, मैं आपसे भी इस बारे में एक छोटा सा कमेंट देना चाहूंगी कि जो लोग कह रहे हैं, कुछ ऐसी आवाजें उठ रही हैं कि भारत ने अपने एडवांटेज गिव अवे कर दी इस मोमेंट पर, इस अग्रीमेंट को अग्री करके. आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे?
देखिए, पहली बात तो यह है कि ये जो नैरेटिव है कि भारत को इस स्टॉपेज ऑफ फायरिंग और जो मिलिट्री एक्टिविटी है, इसको अग्री नहीं करना चाहिए था. लेकिन अगर आप शुरू से देखें, और मैं पहले भी जैसे आपको बता रहा था कि हमारा जो नैरेटिव रहा है, हमारा नैरेटिव है कि हमने पहलगाम का जो टेररिस्ट इंसिडेंट है उसको अवेंज करने के लिए एक रिटेलिएटरी एक्शन हमने लिए हैं. जो पहली रात को हमने जो 9 टारगेट्स जो हमने हिट करे थे, उसका वो जो ऑब्जेक्टिव था वो पूरा हो गया. उसके बाद पाकिस्तान ने इसको एस्केलेट किया, तो हमने रिटेलिएशन, जैसे पाकिस्तान ने जो स्टेप्स लिए उसको हमने रिटेलिएट किया. और नॉट ओनली दैट, जब हमने जो एक्शन ली है उससे पाकिस्तान की बहुत बड़ा नुकसान भी हुआ है. इसीलिए पाकिस्तान ने हमसे ये जो स्टॉपेज ऑफ फायरिंग और मिलिट्री एक्टिविटी है इसके लिए गुजारिश करी है. तो हमने उसको माना है. हमें ये भी देखना है कि हमारा जो नैरेटिव है दुनिया भर में, वो किस तरह का नैरेटिव है. हम एक रीजनेबल कंट्री के तौर पर उभरना चाहते हैं और जो हमारा नैरेटिव है उससे स्टिक करना चाहते हैं. पहली बात तो ये है. दूसरा, हम एक बड़ी इमर्जिंग इकोनॉमी है. पाकिस्तान की हालत आप देख ही रही हैं.
बिल्कुल.
जैसे कि जो IMF के पास वो लोग जा रहे हैं.
बिल्कुल.
आजकल इंडिया में एक इन्वेस्टमेंट का माहौल है, मार्केट का माहौल है, और ये प्रोग्रेसिव कंट्री है. इसकी इमेज प्रोग्रेसिव ही होनी चाहिए ताकि आगे बढ़कर हम इकोनॉमिकली अपने आप को आगे बढ़ा सके. और तीसरी बात ये कि अगर हम इसको प्रोलॉन्ग करते हैं तो आपने देखा है कि जो ड्रोन की जो हिट्स हुए हैं, हालांकि हमारा जो सुरक्षा ढांचा है बहुत मजबूत है, लेकिन फिर भी जो बॉर्डर एरियाज की जो पॉपुलेशन है उसको अफेक्ट जरूर पड़ता है, और हमको उसको भी ध्यान में रखना चाहिए. तो ये तीनों जो मुद्दे थे भारत के जहन में थे, और इसी के चलते भारत ने इस प्रस्ताव को मंजूरी दी.
And as we are just discussing how Pakistan violated the ceasefire agreement just hours after this agreement was reached. So, there were questions asked at this press conference from the 3 DGMOs about what, if this continues to happen, what would be India's reaction to it. So let's listen to what DGMO Lieutenant General Rajiv Ghai said on any further attacks.
If repeated tonight, subsequently or later. In this regard, I must inform all of you that the Chief of Army Staff has earlier today conducted a security review and has granted full authority to our Army commanders for counter actions in the kinetic domain in case of any violation by Pakistan.
General Shukla, we just heard DGMO that the army chief has given full, the go-ahead to the commanders to take any action they deem fit if Pakistan continues to, engage in this kind of a behavior. And even earlier today, our Defence Minister Rajnath Singh said that Operation Sindoor, during it, in the might of Indian military was felt in Rawalpindi. So we saw, that, like you also saying that, their major air defence bases were struck during this particular operation. So do you clearly, and we were talking about, that do you think that 1 billion IMF loan that was given just a few hours, that could have been, that could have been kind of a, what, let's say कि उसका क्या इस्तेमाल किया गया पाकिस्तान को पीछे हटने के लिए? और ये भी बात है कि वो जो उनको लोन मिला है, पाकिस्तान की जो फितरत है, वो क्या अपनी मिलिट्री को और दोबारा से तैयार करने के लिए उसका इस्तेमाल करेंगे?
ये पाकिस्तान की जो जीडीपी है ना, वो रिलायंस के मार्केट कैप से कम है
जी।
$1 बिलियन हमारे 4 इंडस्ट्रीज चेन्नई बॉम्बे में हो जाएं तो 2 दिन में पाकिस्तान को $10 बिलियन दे देंगे
जी।
So, I don't see how that makes a difference at all.
Okay.
However, if it is a carrot which Marco Rubio has dangled for a ceasefire, fine. It's between Marco Rubio and Pakistan.
Right.
We are saying what, and I want to make one point, Ambassador Wadhwa. हमने जो अपनी diplomatic space है, we have, contrary to what is going around, I think we have marshaled our diplomatic space very well.
Right.
Every time in the past, United States said, you will not do this.
Yes.
This time, President Trump, J.D. Vance, Pete Hegseth, I've seen their statements where they said, we support your right to defend terror. They haven't said, अरे वो तो बोलेंगे ही कि साहब ज़्यादा escalate मत करो, but they have defended.
Yes.
Lavrov's conversation was a little iffy, but when President Putin spoke to Prime Minister Modi, there was all support. Israel is right there for you. But देखिए, for a country of India's power and size, our decisions are going to be autonomous. भाई हम अपनी सुरक्षा खुद करेंगे. लड़ाई कब प्रारंभ हो, लड़ाई का अंत क्या हो, it will be on our terms. So we listen to the world, and it is smart to do that because diplomatic space matters. But this is strategic autonomy also in the military sense. So India is discovering its power and its purpose.
Right. One more question to you, General Shukla. Tomorrow there is a meeting between the DGMOs of the two countries at 1200 hours. What can be expected? What normally is going to happen at that meeting?
So the DGMO, there are going to be calls, not meetings. So these, actually if you ask me, I've served NEMO directorate, these are weekly affairs. जिसमें भाई we point out आपने ये किया, but I think they will take stock of the ceasefire and violations. And let me tell you that military men are very realistic.
Ji.
So the DGMO knows what the Pakistan DGMO knows what's the status is, and I'm sure we'll just take a stock of what is going to be done. And my hunch tells me that nothing is going to happen.
Right.
We are in for a period of peace now.
Professor, माफ कीजिएगा, अम्बेसडर वाधवा, आपसे आखिरी सवाल ये पूछना चाहूंगी, इस पूरे ऑपरेशन सिंदूर से जो भारत की, हम कहें डिप्लोमेटिकली भारत की जो एक इमेज बनी है पूरी दुनिया में, उसके बारे में आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे? एक भारत एक जो स्ट्रॉन्ग नेशन की तरह उभर कर आया है, उसके बारे में आप क्या कहेंगे?
जी, स्ट्रॉन्ग नेशन तो खैर उभर कर आया ही है, लेकिन जो मेजर्ड और संतुलित जो स्टैंड भारत ने लिया है और टेरर पे जिस तरह से फोकस किया गया है, इससे भारत की छवि को काफी उसमें काफी इजाफा हुआ है. मुझे लगता है कि इससे भारत को बहुत फायदा पहुंचेगा और भारत चाहता है कि आगे चलकर जैसे एक विकसित देश बने और यहाँ पर इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट हो तो दूसरे देशों का ध्यान यहीं पर केंद्रित रहे. इसमें हम लोगों को बहुत सहूलियत हो.
So we've run out of time for this discussion now. It's time to stop this discussion right here. Thank you so much, Lieutenant General Raj Shukla and Ambassador Anil Wadhwa, for joining me in this special program on Akashvani. Listeners, do stay tuned in for our hourly bulletins in Hindi and English. Namaskar.
Thank you.
You were listening to a special program on Operation Sindoor, India's decisive response to terrorism. The participants were Anil Wadhwa, former ambassador, and Lieutenant General Raj Shukla, defense analyst. Moderator was Anubha Rohatgi. This program was produced and presented by the News Services Division of Akashvani.